No.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm Cristina from SensaCine Mexico. I think grumpy people always have like a tender background, but not everyone understands that grumpiness is a reflection of sadness, and sadness sometimes is a consequence of grief. So would you say that A Man Called Otto is about the beauty of moving on despite the deepest heartaches?
I think the beauty of A Man Called Otto is proof that what can happen when you answer a knock on your door that you're not expecting. You know? Otto doesn't want Otto wants to be left alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I've put up and up with this stuff. Leave me alone. Get off my lawn. Don't put that there. I don't want it, and I don't want to talk to you. But his life is made better by all those people that are talking to him. His life is made bigger by the problems that he has. That when those crazy Mexicans move across the street from him, and they can't park their car, and they have these loud kids, and they have these wrestly luchadores, and he can't understand any of this stuff. His life is actually made bigger and better.
Yo siento que el personaje de Marisol inconscientemente de alguna manera llega a darle ese espacio interno que él no se había como dado a sí mismo, porque pues el dolor tiende a contraernos internamente también y hacemos un espacio casi inexistente para estar dentro de nosotros mismos. Y hay gente que de repente llega a darnos ese como espacio en el corazón para como que desempolvar un poquito y decir, a ver, ¿qué hay aquí? Sin tanta cuestión racional, simplemente dándote cariño.
There's no greater theme to examine than loneliness or loss or grief. But it doesn't require, vast armies or monsters from outer space. It can actually be about this guy in a small house and the neighbors across the street who actually need him as much as he needs them. And that's a beautiful sense of connection that I think that anybody can take with them right out of the theater and on the street and on the way back home. I think it does. I think it ends up about the power of connection, and that's a beautiful thing.
What is he doing? You can't just drive here.
I'm not driving. Am I driving?
Oh my God.
Give me the keys.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Otto.
Hace unos minutos tuve oportunidad de platicar con Tom y me dijo que justo la esencia, el corazón de esta película es el sentido de la comunidad, de esas personas que en este caso es una familia de mexicanos ruidosa, amorosa, que no teme como acercarse literal al vecino y darle una muestra de afecto, ¿no? Entonces, ese trabajo de construir un personaje al lado de Tom Hanks, al mismo tiempo que mantienes tú la esencia de lo que somos como cultura, platícame un poco cómo fue ese proceso en el set. Esa construcción me pareció muy interesante entre ustedes dos.
Estuvo muy padre, sí, pues fue construir junto con Tom y con Mark, que es un director espectacular y súper sensible y tan accesible en todos los sentidos como lo es Tom como actor. Entonces fue la maravilla de poder trabajar con gente con esa estatura en el nivel artístico y todo lo que son, lo icónicos que son y el nivel que tienen, impresionante. Pero a la hora de trabajar son tan humanos y tan grounded, ¿me entiendes? O sea, todo el trabajo tiene que ser acá, en lo que somos todos, ¿me entiendes? Todos estamos hechos de lo mismo y nos comunicamos con las mismas cosas y el sentimiento es aquí, en la realidad. Entonces, esa accesibilidad de parte de los dos yo creo que ayudó a poder abrirme yo también con la propia inseguridad que tuviera para poder proponer cosas, para poder sentirme cobijada, para abrirme emocionalmente a lo que la escena requería. Entonces yo creo que ayudó mucho sentirme cobijada por ellos y sentirme acogida y en confianza para poder hacerlo, porque hubiera sido un proceso mucho más difícil para mí y el nivel nervios así hasta pero ellos me ayudaron a que no fuera así y que la experiencia fuera realmente amorosa, y yo creo que eso es lo que hizo que los personajes pudieran sacar eso.
It was more organic to have instead of an Iranian, a Mexican actress in this role as an immigrant, and that felt right and organic. I felt, Fredrik Backman's book had a great sort of foundation for us, and I think it's one of those stories ultimately like very Shakespearean, like Hamlet. You can do in many different languages. You can make a Mexican version, you can make a Swiss version, an Italian version, because everybody knows an Otto. and this story is universal, and that's why it's so beautiful to make, because Ottos exist everywhere and we all know them.
I brought you some food.
Okay.
Are you always this unfriendly?
I am not unfriendly.
Okay, you're like a warm cuddle.
Well, I really like the line that goes, men are what they are because of what they do, not what they say. So, what do you think the things you do as an actor say about you?
Here's what I try to do. Here's what I've learned is what I need in order to feel good about the collaborative process that is making a movie. I need to show up early. I need to know I need to know what the text is, you know. I need to be very, 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 very familiar with the story as it's written down on paper. And I have to have ideas that I cannot communicate to anybody in any way other than just doing it. You know, you can talk forever about, hey, I'm going to try this and I want to do that. Just show it. Just don't tell anybody. Just go ahead and do it, because then you'll just speed the process that much more. I can't make any sort of claim as to what, you know, my effect is on any of this. I'd have to. That's kind of like asking, hey, are you a good dad? You better ask my kids, because I have no idea. It's really going to be up to them, not me.
I'm Beppo! Could I borrow a coin?
What did you do?
Send me back to quarters! Sir, no. It was all the clown.